Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Played Live. Ark versus Sly Part 2. This is the second time these teams have squared off, and there's a lot on the line. We got some lineup shakeups tonight, so this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I can't wait to see how these changes are going to go down. You'll see what I'm talking about shortly. I always love when these two teams battle. This is very creative strategies when they go at it. And guess what? You're going to look at the schedule. These teams not only battle this week, they battle again next week. Remember, we extended the season. All teams face each other 3 times. So we're about 2/3 of the way through with the regular season. But it feels kind of like tournament environment. It feels like these teams are almost ready to jump in. We'll see tonight. The gameplay has been crisp. It's been sharp. People have been having a lot of fun. So we're going to look at the standings. We're also going to look at the schedule. And then I'm going to blow you guys away with the craziest, most ridiculous Monday night bundle we've ever put together. I'm actually calling this a super bundle because I had something set up and I got some messages for some very nice pets. So there are some pets in here. Then I got some more messages and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just put it all in here? So tonight, you're going to see the awesome Duelist Bracers. That is piece number 9, I think. So we're getting close. You guys are going to have full Duelist gear by the time we get to the tournament. That's going to be crazy. So let's take a quick sneak peek at the standings so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, first glance, and I say this every week, you guys are like, hey, Mir's 5-1, but the point differential is only a couple hundred points higher than Sly. So they're both playing really competitive. Mir at 5-1. Certainly they played well last week, catching their groove. What's interesting here is we basically got a 3-way tie in the win column. So talk about competitiveness. We knew this year was going to be competitive. So check this out. You've got Sly at 2-3, Ark at 2-3, Vox at 2-4. So all of them have 2 wins. So tonight, one of those teams is going to go back to 500. So will it be Sly that's going to be 3-3, only a couple games back from Mir? Will it be Ark that's going to be 3-3? And if you look at the schedule tonight, as I said, we got Ark versus Sly. Then we got Mir versus Vox. We know Vox always plays Mir tough. And there's rumors that Rocket is getting closer and closer to coming back. Oh, we got Mini Kel. We got Kel's offspring. Welcome, Riley. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to embarrass her. I heard Riley might be considering a foray into Play Dead Live. I heard she wants to play. So that might be Mir's newest recruit. If we can get Riley in the game, then you got Rocket coming back. You got possibly Riley going to Mir. Could be some good times, everybody. All right, I'm going to jump back into the schedule real quick. So we've got Mir and Vox. And then next Monday, look at this. If you guys didn't think that Ark versus Sly this Monday was good, how about Ark versus Sly again next Monday? So back-to-back Mondays we get them. And then we've got Ark. The reason Ark is playing 2 times in a week is because of the postponed game we had at the beginning of the season. So next week, Ark plays on Monday night and they play on Wednesday night. Now, the following week, they have the week off before the tournament. So even though they get called twice next week, if you look at the final week, you've got Sly is playing twice that week. So we had to double it up because of the canceled games we had early in the season. So Ark twice next week and Vox and Sly twice the following week. So you guys should really be raring to go by the time we get to the tournament. All right, these games are important. Still plenty of time for a team to get that number 1 seed and win the regular season championship. I mean, you want that number 1 seed so you get that home field advantage and you can choose to go first or second. And same thing with second and third. Even though second and third might play each other, you want to be second because you want to get home field advantage. So, very nice stuff. And when we get to the jungle, home field advantage is going to mean something a little bit different. So you'll see. there's going to be really, really significant home field advantage whenever we do the next faction wars, which is called the Jungle. So, good stuff right around the corner. All right. If you guys want to see these bundles tonight, I promised it was big. I would not call it a super bundle if it wasn't super. It's going to look like 2 bundles. So give me 999s and hit the like button if you guys are ready to see what we have in store tonight. Some of these are requests. I see Craven Light's anxious. Who else? There we go. There we go. Now we're getting those 9s in here. Okay, here we go. Tonight's bundle, everybody. Wow. I'm going to go through it, but it's crazy. Look at the screen light up. All right. Now, let me tell you about this silver bundle. First of all, it's a super bundle. Second of all, it's a super silver. So I know Joe likes his elixirs. I know people need their tapes. I know we got new items. But you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, Kills, we got Berserk glyphs, but we got a glyph of blood up there. No, no, no. This is the first time we've ever put multiple glyphs in a silver bundle. And the reason for this is going to allow you to make sure you always have some glyphs. Look, they're not the newest glyphs. They're the last version of the glyphs. But the reason I did this in this $10 bundle, let me tell you what's in it. 2 Max Seal Smokes, 2 Frantic 5, 2 Insane Elixir, 2 Healing Brew, 4 Glyph of Blood. 4 Glyph of Blood. So that means that even if you don't have enough of the Berserk glyphs, now you're going to have extra Glyph of Blood to kind of put on that gear until you get the next one. And they're good glyphs. They're still D4. So 4 Glyph of Blood. This was recommended by Valar to add some of the previous gems or add some of the previous glyphs to put more quantities in there. And also in that silver bundle, 4 Elysium tapes and 4 Crave carbines. So if we're all doing the math right tonight, that's 20 items in the silver bundle. 20 items just in the freaking silver bundle alone. Now, again, let me tell you what the limits are. The limits are, and you can message Kel on these, the limits are 1 bundle for yourself, and then your faction can have a bundle. Now, you can always pick up a bundle for somebody else. That's allowed. But on an individual basis, Bonnie can't buy 3 bundles for herself. Julia can't buy 5 bundles for herself. So you can get 1 for yourself, and then if you want to pick up 1 for your faction, or if you guys double up with each other, I get it. So there's 1 in the faction bank. But just in the silver alone, I wanted you guys, I just did the inventory, and I wanted this to be kind of a mini restock to get you some good items, but to also replenish some of those items you may already have. So that silver bundle alone, 20 items. Now let's go down to the red. And you're going to see there's a lot more items. Savage 6, brand new, high-end potion. This is your new rage potion. So tonight will be the first night that you can use a Fury 4 and a Frantic 5. But if you use a Savage 6, you can't use any of those other ones. Everybody should understand that. You can use Rage in Rage 3, Fury 4, Frantic 5. All of those. But if you use a Savage 6, that is your big Rage play. Ravishing Ruby. By popular request. I see you, Animal. I see Animal picking up the silver. I see Valar picking up that extra silver as well. You got it. Summon Grizz. You guys know with pet revives, I know you like to use the extra pet. So a few people had not brought Grizz back. So we're adding Grizz. Great pet. How about your red pet skins? I know Amy loves the grenades, and as I said, I just got the inventory out to you guys. Some of you were a little low on your big, powerful grenades. Well, there's 6 dirty 30s. 6 D30s, and as the bonus between red and gold, how about 4 M30s, the mere malice? So that means in this bundle right there, that is 10 high-power grenades just in the red and the bonus. 6 D30s, 4 M30s. Jump over to the gold. A second Savage 6. So if you pick up all the bundles tonight, you got 2 Savage 6s in there. So a second Savage 6. Max Blue, Stunning Sapphire, Photon Vega. Yep, there's another pet snuck in there. That is the one, the only Blitz. We've been using a lot of Blitzes lately. So there's Blitz right in the middle. I see Ocean, right, Ocean Man? Ocean Man's like, hell of a bundle, kills. Will, grabbing the bundle and the smoke. So I knew tonight was going to be a big deal. So like I said, I wanted you guys to really get a pack. This is equivalent to about 3 boxes worth of items. Granted, it doesn't have the legendaries, it doesn't have the cosmics, but it's equivalent to about 3 boxes on a weekend pack opening. So there's your Blitz. So already in the first 2, you got Grizz and you got Blitz. Pet Repel Smoke, Photon Pluto, Balance Glyph, Berserk Glyph. There's your 2 brand new glyphs right there. Then, look at this. We've never done this before. The bonus between gold and silver. I see Craven Light picking up, I'm sorry, I said gold and silver. Between gold and green. The bonus between gold and green. Craven Light getting the green bundle. How about 10 waxes? I'm sorry, 8 waxes. 8 waxes. You got 2 max wax for the blade, 2 max wax for the bow, 2 max wax for the bullets, and 2 max wax for the armor. So the bonus is right there. We're doubling up on all the waxes. Then we get to the green. Green, Stronghold Speed Potion. Very, very high demand for that. Summon Merle, another one. We saw some great plays out of Merle in the Stronghold raids. 2 Blancos, Trap Revive to bring your traps back. Standard ammo. There's Joe. There's another elixir for Joe right there. Elixir of Elements. So you had Insane in the silver. Now you got Elements. And everybody loves this. Silver skins to upgrade your weapon. 3 of them. 3 silver skins. And now we get to the good stuff. We hadn't even got to the good stuff. This is my favorite. Energy Orb. Gold Summon skins. We had a couple more people upgrade gold pets today. Really excited when I see you guys upgrading gold pets. And there's some creative ones too. Some first, by the way. 2 V-Day Crush. You guys are probably like, wait a minute, Kills. It's not Valentine's Day. No, we're giving you guys the opportunity to get a few more of these V-Day Crushes. Those are your specialty grenades. Once we end February, they're gone. So enjoy them while you can get them. They're still really scarce, and you guys love to use them. 2 V-Day Crush. And if you were close tonight, if you picked up 3 bundles, and the deciding factor was Kills, what is the gear going to be tonight? Let me tell you. The stats are ridiculous. First ever H20 D20 B10 AP4 Absorb 4. Again, we just rolled out the Fusion helmet, which is H20 D20. Now, the advantage of Fusion, which is your PvE, is you can put obviously more gems in it than you can with PvP. Because normally you don't get a whole lot of damage and a whole lot of health in the PvP because you get armor pen and base. But this is the exception. H20 D20, and the reason it's H20 D20, Those of you who are looking are like, wait a minute. Remember, the base on the Duelist is H10, D10. So you always add the base to whatever stats are on here, which makes it an H20, D20, base 10, armor pen 4, and it is the fourth piece of absorption gear. So if you've gotten all 4, you will have absorption 16 after tonight. I see Will finishing up Craven's bundle and adding loaders. Amazing piece of gear. So Sly is all about those bundles tonight, man. We've got Craven. Did Tiny even buy? Oh, man. Where's Tiny? Dimes, you forgot to tell me that Tiny did not make his grand introduction. There you go, everybody. Now, when I sent this earlier, a lot of times Kel gets, teaser items to send out for you guys. I didn't tell her. All I told her, she goes, Kills, what's lined up for tonight? I said, these bracers are amazing. She said, what else? I said, just tell everybody it's a super bundle. That's all I said. I said, let them know. And, I don't use these adjectives lightly. It is filling up the screen. All right. There you go. And again, appreciate those of you that bought online. Also, the people at Message Kel, thank you so much. Kel will be super chatting the complete list of everybody, and we got a big one for you guys tonight. I tell you, when these teams play, it always feels like a tournament type of match. So there you go. Kels, Jules, Bones, Valar, B-Dub, Unforeseen, Dimes, Mere Bank picking up the stockpile, Trigger, Flyrod, Jim, Kel, and Dow is picking up both on Wednesday. Dow messaged me, Kel. So those of you keeping score at home, Dow ain't missing out on Duelist gear. So Dow had also added tonight's bundle and Wednesday's bundle, picking up both on Wednesday night. So we also have, look at Ark, Jules, Jim, Valar, Dow, stocking up on the Duelist gear as well. All right, there it is, everybody. Screenshot it. You can use those items tonight, except for the gear, of course. And all of that stuff is going to show up in your inventory on Sunday morning. And hopefully this gives you guys a really good chance to replenish, especially that silver. That silver bundle, I want to do something really cool. And you know what? 4 glyphs. We've never done multiple glyphs like that before. First time ever. Okay, it is 9:14, so my job is to go over things for about 15 minutes, so we are right on time while Kel consolidates all the numbers. So we do have a little bit of a change in tonight's lineup. So I'm going to ask everybody who is playing tonight, and I got Jim's stuff. She had a last-minute emergency. The Insane Elixir animal is 2. So Jim is not going to start. She will play. So that is the last-minute change. Let me show you guys the map. And everybody, if everybody can do me a favor, everybody who's not playing, please stop typing. And I need Ocean Man, Dimes, Tiny, Amy, Dow, Julia, Busy, Valar, Craven, Will, Joe, Crazy L, Sheila, and Jim. All give me your pre-match buffs, please. And as I said, I will give you guys Jim's pre-match buffs because she did have something come up at the last minute. So she is, and Kel, we'll have her post it later, But just for strategy purposes, so you guys know, she's double Car, Insane, and Crimson. So she's adding a little bit of health and some armor pen and Insane elixir. All right. And while everybody's posting that, you guys can see the map. There's all your pre-match buffs. Once again, let everybody get their pre-match buffs up there. We got Dow, we got Jules, we got Busy, we got Will the Bill, we got Deadly Dimes, Bones, Animal, Ocean Man, Valar. We got Tiny, we need Killer Beasley. And Crazy L hopefully makes it. You guys know there's been some rough weather in Texas, so we're not sure about the power situation there. There's Crazy. Look at that. Crazy L in the house. Love it. Love it. So we got Crazy L's buff, and I guess I'm just missing Sheila. Where's Sheila's buffs? All right, when we get Sheila and we get Jim, I'll have them post it. All right, here we go, everybody. We're going to kick this thing off. So let me give you tonight's starting order. Team Sly has chosen to go first. So the order will be this. Tiny will be leading off. Tiny is in the tank position. And did I miss Sheila? Oh, there it is. There it is. So Tiny will be leading off. Tiny is going to be followed by Team Arc with Julia going first for Team Arc. Then we go over to Ocean Man, who's going second. Then we go Dow in the defensive position going second for Arc. Then we go Deadly Dimes is going third in the rover position, followed by Valar in the bomber position. And going last for Team Sly is Amy in the bomber position. And going last for Team Arc is Busy Bee. Busy Bee in the starting lineup tonight. And as I said, we will have Jim, Shaman Sheila, and also Crazy L coming off the bench. And for Team Sly, we'll have Craven Light, Will, and Joe coming off the bench. All right, everybody, we are underway. It is 9:19. Tiny, you have the first move of the night. Make it happen, Tiny. Let's see what you got. Good luck to both teams. Have a good time. Most importantly, have a good time. Second most importantly, try to win. A lot of upgrades this week, so pay close attention to how much damage that players are doing to players or pets. A lot of upgrades. All right, come on, Tiny. Got to uphold your reputation as an awesome tank. All right, Tiny is wasting no time. He's going boss to Main Street. All right, let's get Tiny on the board. Boss to Main Street. He's also going to follow that up with Seal Smoke. Let's get Tiny a nice little buff here. And, oh, man. Woo! What's he trying to do? All right. And I'm not recommending, but anybody that, if you have plays, you let me know. Tiny is going Savage 6 with Insane Elixir Duelist Gladiator. First turn. Team Arc. Let it hit. Because I want to see it. And it's a tomahawk. All right, going once. Going twice. Oh, come on. Come on. Why's Dow got to ruin my fun? All right. Tiny new. Tank page 1 from Dow. Next time, Tiny. I don't think we've ever had a tank page 1 on turn number 1. But man, oh man, that might have knocked down the whole damn wall, Tiny. Woo! All right. Let's go over to Julia. Julia, you're up. Nice move, Dimes. I like the aggressive play. I can guarantee you that would have been the most wall damage ever done on a single turn. Guaranteed. All right, Julia's going boss to their flag. And she's going to follow that up with Bloodlust D30 to the wall. All right, Julia using regular Bloodlust. Julia is a Duelist Gladiator. Not going to hit quite as hard as Tiny, but she is insane as well. Using a D30, Bloodlust. This will give you an idea of, well, you can do the other math, of how hard Tiny's would have hit. Black, green, green, blue, and blue. So imagine what Tiny's would have done. Probably would have been the first to take down a red on turn number 1. Whew, all right. Ocean Man, you're up. We are in for a good one tonight, man. This is going to be good. Both teams are fired up out of the gates. Yep, we got you sealed too, Julia. Got it. All right, Ocean Man. We got Tiny with the boss and sealed. We got Julia with the boss and sealed. And Ocean Man from the defensive position. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I like. Not trying to put any pressure, but man, oh man. With the Max Awards, Ocean Man is making that case for Defensive Player of the Year. Remember the name, everybody. Remember the name, Ocean Man. All right. Ocean Man going boss to their flag. 3 bosses out on turn 1. He's going to SP3 and steal Dow's boss. That's the way you play defense right there. Plays boss to the flag, activates Cape of Craven, steals Dow's boss, and drops a seal smoke. All right, Dow. Your pocket's feeling a little bit lighter right now losing that boss. But you didn't have any place to play it anyway, right? Dow's like, yeah, nothing on the board. No room to maneuver. All right, so Dow is in the number 2 position for Team Arc. No worries, Sheila. We got you. We got you all buffed up. All right, we got Dow, we got Dimes, we got Vlar, Amy, and Busy Bee. All right, Dow's going to play Gold Benny. So Dow playing Gold Benny. Solid play there. And shoot Vega ammo to Ocean Man's boss, and Dow's going to drop a seal. So Ocean Man making a strong play for the flag, and Dow's like, nah, not in my backyard. All right, Ray's going to play Red Psycho. Get rid of Dow's early shot. All right, Ray playing Red Psycho, bouncing 10 of that right back at Dow's face. Dow's taking you down to 90. You're still surrounded by seal smoke, so you're okay with that. It didn't resolve yet. Gold Benny doing a little work, though, Ray. Keep an eye on your boss's health. Remember, Gold Benny's just going to pound away. So Gold Benny is taking Ray's boss from 100% down to 81%. Gold Benny just hangs around. All right, let's go with Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes. So Dow gets the seal, gets rejected by Ocean Man, but Gold Benny is a problem. All right, or is he a problem? Deadly Dimes. She don't like that Benny being over there, so she sends Blitz, Dow. Blitz taking out Benny. Dimes also going Seal and Thrill. Oh boy, yeah. All right, here we go. Deadly Dimes. Duelist, Gladiator. Let it hit. I really want to see it hit. All right, Art, going once, going twice. It's going to hit. All right, let's resolve it. She said, let it go. All right, everybody wants to see it. Here you go, Deadly Dimes. Tomahawk, Gladiator, Duelist, Insane, Savage 6. Oh, my. Once bitten, twice shy, babe. Black, green, green, blue, blue, blue. No! No. Psych, yes. Just messing with you. Yes, he takes down a red. There it is. That is your first ever 3 blues and 1 red. Savage 6, Tomahawk loaded, Duelist, Gladiator, Insane. Probably the perfect combination of attacks right there. And let's give her a seal as well. It's a seal of approval. All right. It's big stuff on that first turn. She knows. She knows how to play that gladiator ability. All right, let's go over to Valar. We got Valar in the bomber position. Red Benny to raise boss. I see what they're doing here. These Arc Sparks, they know how to play the game too. As soon as we find him, he will be over there. But you guys had plenty of chance to sort of look at it, so you know what you're going to do. There he is. All right, so Valar playing Red Benny. Not quite as gold as Dow's Benny, but he's still red. SP3, Amy's boss. Amy, your boss is out of play. Dow's got stolen. Amy's gets stolen. She's going to also play Seal and Thrill. And V-Day loaded to the wall. And Valar is an insane gladiator. So let's get Valar's damage. Not bad. Not bad first turn shot, Valar. How about blue and red for you? Blue and red. And Ray, that Red Benny, hitting you for another 14. Your boss is down to 67 after 2 Benny attacks. And Benny will stay there and keep attacking. And Dow, you're back to 100% because you got the healing buff from your Benny dying. So your health goes from that 90 back to 100 that you lost from Psycho. All right, we go over to Bone. She's ready to go. Look at this. Red Omega to Busy. Dropping a Seal Smoke. And insane Amy Gladiator Rival. Crush loaded to the wall from Amy. No additional juice on it, but she's got her pre-match buffs. Red wall. Amy, any potion would have been nice. Can't give it to you once I start damage resolution, though. Yep, you did forget it. And you got a good portion of the next red block, too. But that F6, or the S6, by the way. All right, so Red Omega. To Busy Bee. Busy Bee, Red Omega is going to bounce in. It's going to take you down to 88. We know Amy's playing that Seal. And let me get this other pet up there just so we know that Omega is going to bounce. And I'm going to use Aster for this again. So Busy Bee, that's Omega, and next turn, it's going to bounce over and hit the wall. So Amy, red Omega, Seal Smoke, Crush loaded to the wall. She takes down a red block, and she takes down about half of the next red block as well. So still a pretty good hit. All right, and Busy Bee, finish out round number 1, Busy. All right, Busy Bee is going to Cape of Craven and steal Dimes' boss. A lot of thievery going on here. A lot of boss theft. Busy Bee's also going to play a real red Aster that's not pretending to be an Omega. You had to do that to me, right, Busy? All right, there's her red Aster, and there's the Omega lookalike. And we're going to move Busy up just a touch. And Busy, no additional juice for that V-Day Crush. But it is a V-Day Crush. So she is able to take down one piece of the puzzle. One red block for Busy Bee. All right. That's the end of round number 1. Tiny, Ray, Dimes, and Amy all to 100, all sealed. Julia, Dow, Valar all to 100, all sealed. Busy Bee, 88. Let's kick it over to Tiny, who got denied with his S6 in round number 1. No rages for Tiny the rest of the way. We got Tiny, Julia, Ray, Dow, Dimes, Valar, Amy, and Busy. All right. Tiny is going to go Pet Repel. Blue Spark Chief loaded to the wall. All right. And again, both teams, I'm resolving. Once I get to resolve, it's done. Tiny is insane, and he's blue sparked. And that's a half of wall, and it's gone. Tiny taking down 2 red blocks, baby. Look at it. Watch him disappear. Bam. Bam. He's insane. He blue sparked himself. And we got 1 wall down. Team Sly is viciously destroying these walls tonight. Out of the gates, and they are not turning back. I think that's the quickest we've ever seen a wall go down. All right, let's go over to the Assassin. So, Tiny's on Main Street. Julia's got her boss on their area. Ray has a boss attacking, but's taking a little bit of damage. And Julia's not letting up. So Julia's going to go Pet Repel. And after the Pet Repel, she's going Blue Spark, upgraded Doom, red Glob to Ray's boss. Big hit coming in for Ray's boss. It's already at 67. It does have Benny on it. Let it go. All right, Amy's going to evoke it. So she's going to avoid half the damage. All right, so half that damage. First charge of evoke's been played. Half of a lot is still a lot. All right. After Ray's stats are calculated into it, Amy prevents half. $28 points of damage still gets through. 28% damage. Taking it from 67 down to 39%. And it does still have Benny. But it survived a gold Benny, it survived a red Benny, and it survived half of Julia's shot. So, Ray, you're getting your money's worth out of this boss, in my opinion. All right, speaking of Ray, you're up. We got Ocean Man. Then we got Dow. We got Sly crushing the walls. We got Art crushing the pets. All right, Ray's going to play a gum arrow. It's going to keep her from moving. So, Villar, you ain't going to leave that spot for a turn. Vile smoke to their bomber area. And that is going to break. That is going to break her seal. And she's playing red Psycho. Which is going to break Ray's seal. So the Vile Smoke gets rid of Villar's seal. The red Psycho breaks Ray's. All right. Dow, you're up. All right, we got Dow in the house. So, Ray, that is correct. But it doesn't slow attacking. It slows movement. So it does hold a person in place and slows their movement 50%, but not their attacking. So keep that in mind for strongholds as well. It's not like a stun spell. You can still get your full assortment of activity. You just can't move. Dow's going to go Arc Spark. Summon Red Curtis to Ocean Man's boss. And Dimes is going to play Red Psycho. So no more Red Psychos for Team Sly the rest of the match. Dow, your seal is broken from that Red Psycho. The Arc Spark Red Curtis. And Amy's going to take half of that Red Curtis damage. So she's using her medic ability. So we'll calculate the Red Curtis damage, and we'll give half of it to Amy. Amy, that's going to break your seal. So you'll take none of it. But the more important thing is how much of it is half. Probably not a whole lot. It was going to hit for 16. Amy takes half, breaks her seal. The other 8 does go through. So Ray's boss is at 31%. All right, let's go over to Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes and then Valar. Got a very good strategic battle going on. Sly with a nice wall lead. Arc is ferociously trying to work on Ray's boss. They got it down to 31. And they do have Benny out and a few more attacks. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We go from Dow to Dimes. And we'll get rid of Ray's seal because of the Red Psycho. Get rid of Dow's seal because of the Red Psycho. And get rid of Amy's seal because of the Medic Page 3. All right, let's go Omega. So Dimes is going to play Omega to Valar. Valar has no repels, no seal. So we're going to take Valar down to 90. Omega will bounce back and hit the wall next turn. Dime's also going to play Pet Repel. And she is going to target Valar's boss with a Fuse Red Glob. Or, I'm sorry, Valar's Benny. Team Arc, is the Fuse good? Dime's a Mega, Pet Repel, and then attack on Benny. And Arc, thank you. If you guys can help me out with some of those, it'll speed it up a little bit. Benny is obliterated. Valar, your pet is gone. I'm going to leave him over here. I got a feeling we might see some Benny again in the future. All right, Dimes, you destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it. Valar, you're up. Your Benny said goodbye. So we got Valar, Amy, and Busy Bee, and then we bring in the second units. All right, Valar, now that she can play a pet again, guess there was some strategy to that. And she is going to play Red Glob to raise boss. And Tiny is going to use his tank page 1. A lot of work. They are working hard to keep that boss alive. A lot of cooldowns. A lot of interaction. They want that boss to live. So Valar playing Rod. Also playing Pet Repellent. All right. Amy. Just so you guys know, Amy's Omega is still at the target. This has not happened before, so I want to be clear with how this plays out. Amy's Omega, before it attacks, will check Aster and Pet Repel. So last turn, Busy Bee played Aster. Amy, Aster is going to eat your Omega before it can hit the wall. So Busy Bee loses her Aster, and Amy loses her Omega. Dimes, your Omega will check Valar's Pet Repel once it resolves, and Valar will lose her Pet Repel, and you will lose your Omega. The pet attacks. It stays stationary until the next turn. It is a component of the attack. It doesn't leave right away. So Busy Bee loses her pet. Amy loses her Omega. Now, if something happens before Dimes' turn to Valar's Pet Repel, then we'll see. All right. I can't go into all the details. Amy, you're up. Valar is pet repelled. Julia is sealed, pet repelled. Tiny sealed, pet repelled. Dime sealed, pet repelled. No one else has seals. All right, and Amy, if you can retype that, it is an S6. Only because I want Kel to get it right in inventory. It is a Savage 6. So, Menace to Busy Bee. And S6 Christmas Cheer loaded to the wall. And Amy is insane. And Dal says, nope. We're going to use our first red-blue. I wanted to see how hard it was going to hit, Amy. But Dal apparently did not. So first red-blue from Team Arc, taking you down to 90. And Busy Bee, you got Menace attacking you. Menace going to take you down to 76. All right, Busy Bee, you're up. Busy Bee, and that finishes round number 2. We're going to bring in the second units. All right, Busy Bee is going to Arc Spark Red Curtis to raise boss. And then she's going to go F5 Dynamite to the wall. Team Sly, let him go. Dynamite and Red Curtis going once, going twice. All right, blue from Tammy for the Dynamite. Tammy, is it blue or red-blue? All right, so red-blue, that is the first blue used by Team Sly. And Amy's going to evoke half of it. So, Ray, your pet is taking 7 more. It's down to 24%. It's holding its own, man. Stopping a lot of attacks from getting through. All right. And some bosses are going to cap this turn. So we're moving on to round number 3. Tiny will cap this turn. Julia will cap this turn. Ray could cap this turn. So let's bring in the substitutes. So starting out with Team Arc. Do we have... Is Jim here? There's Jim. All right, so Jim is coming in for Busy Bee. All right, and where are we putting Sheila? Where are we putting the shaman? All right. So Beasley's going to bomber. Jim going to tank. All right. And Dimes, give me your substitution pattern, please. Great match so far, everybody. Good battles. Everybody playing hard. Dimes, what you got for me? I think we got Joe coming in for Amy. Will and Craven coming in somewhere. All right, Craven's coming in for Ray. Will's coming in Rover. And Animal's coming in for Amy in the bomber position. All right, here's the order. Very important. Tiny is first. Then Julia. Then Craven, who will cap Ray's pet in the number 2 position if it's alive. I mean, we know it's at 24%. No secret. Then Dow. Then Dimes. Then Villar. Then Animal. Then Jim. Then Will. Then Sheila. All right? Again, the order. Tiny, Julia, Craven, Dow, Dimes, Villar, Joe, Jim, Will, and Sheila. All right, Tiny, you kick it off. And Tiny is taking the first flag of the game. So 1 wall and 1 flag for Team Sly. Tiny's getting greedy today. Look at this. He just capped. Now, he's taking himself out of the game, but he's also wanting to get that flag. Look at that. Tiny heading over to Main Street. His boss caps. All right. Julia, you are right behind. Julia taking the chest from Team Sly. So Julia getting a flag. And it is your turn. We've got Team Arc has used 1 Psycho, 1 blue. Team Sly has used 2 Psychos and 1 blue. A lot of cooldowns used already. A lot of pets used already. Speed's going to pick up pretty quickly here in a little bit. We got Julia, then we got Craven. All right, Julia's going to go Arc Spark Gold Rudy to Joe. And Thrill Smoke Red Glob Doom to Ray's Boss. So Arc Spark, Insane, Assassin. All right. Will is going to I-Ring Rudy. So Joe, you're taking no damage. But Julia's Arc Spark and her Insane and her Red Glob is going to obliterate Ocean Man's Boss. Julia getting the job done 1 turn before it caps. You can medic it if you want. All right. I will divvy up the damage. It ain't going to matter. You said wait. You effectively just dealt a lot of damage to Joe. Half of the damage will go to Joe. You're at 24. $31 points goes to Joe. 31% to Animal. And 31% going to Ray's Pet. Should have saved the medic. Ray's Pet gone. Joe, you're at 69. Craven Light, you're up. But you did avoid the gold Rudy damage. We got Craven Light. Then we got Dow, Dimes, Valar, Joe, and Jim. All right, Craven Light is going to SP3 Jim's boss. Jim no longer has boss. He's going to play his own boss. They've been here before. First you don't succeed, send another one over. So they are occupying Main Street, and they're also back at the flag again. They put a lot of pressure on that first one. Now they're putting a lot of pressure again. Max Seal for Craven Light. Craven Light steals a pet, summons a boss, and Max Seals. Dow, you're up. And Dow had his boss stolen early on in the game. All right. F5, Dow, if you could type that for me. There is no E5. And it's Craven's boss, but it's the only one you can target. So F5, Gold Icky, and he's going to go Sixus Vega to Craven's boss at the chest, and Vile Smoke to the bomber area. All right, so let's drop the Vile Smoke. And Dow's going to play Vile Smoke. Also, let me Valar, you're taking another 10 from the Vile Smoke because there was a change of custody. Ocean Man cast it, so it now belongs to Craven Light's turn. So I got to hit you with that Vile Smoke. Happens on the person who cast its turn. All right, so Dow's going to play Vile Smoke to the bomber area, and we're going to take Joe down to 59. And F5 Gold Icky Sega Vega. All right, so let's start with this. We'll start with Tiny. Tiny, your pet repel. It's gone. Dimes, your pet repel. Gone. Craven Light, your seal. Gone. Will, Gold Icky is going to hit you. For 16. Taking you down to 84. And Animal Gold Icky is going to hit you for 18. Taking you down to 41. And Dow's going to go F5 Vega to Craven's boss. And I don't know anything can be done about it, because I think they are out of cooldowns. It's F5. The good news is it's not a doom and it's not a fuse. But it is F5. Craven. Your boss is at 64%. Dimes, you're up. Got Dimes, Valar, Joe. Oh, look at Dimes doing a little thievery. All right, Dimes going to steal Sheila's boss. Sheila, no boss for you this game. So Jim comes in, gets her boss stolen. Sheila comes in, gets her boss stolen. All right, so on Dimes' turn, let me explain this too. We explained it earlier. Dimes had Red Omega. So Red Omega will check Valar's pet repel. At the beginning of her turn, the pet repel resolves. The Omega goes away. So Dimes plays Rod instead. She's going to max seal Joe. Another good move. Taking care of the animal. And Chief loaded to the wall. All right, they're jumping back over here on this wall. And Dimes is insane. Using the tomahawk. Black, green, green, blue. Dimes still doing serious work on the wall. Steals a pet, summons Rod, seals Joe, and goes tomahawk loaded. All right, Valar, you're up. Valar's Rod runs over, steals a red block. We got Tiny on Main Street. We got Craven's Pet on the opposing flag. And we got Valar is in the house. All right, Valar's going to play Red Fido to Animal. Going to get rid of Joe's seal that was just played by Dimes. Dust Smoke to the bomber area. So now we have Vile Smoke and Dust Smoke. There's trying to blind Joe. And Villar's going to go S6 loaded to the wall. Whew. I'm pretty sure that's a little bit overkill. That one red block had no chance with a Savage 6 loaded. But I do need to know what type of grenade it is. The S6 is the potion. Tell me which grenade is going to be loaded. All right, D30 loaded. I don't think there's any doubt that that one red block is going to be standing. All right. Let's go ahead and give Team Arc a complete block. So we got one flag each. We got one block each. And we got the animal up. Joe, you're up. You're in some rough shape, though. You're at 41%. We got Joe, Jim, Will, and Sheila. And by the way, Sheila, I got you at 92 because that vile smoke also hit you. Just to let you know. All right. Look at animal. Animal is an animal. All right, animal's playing Rod. He's going to heal and seal. But he's going F5, cheer loaded to the wall. But keep in mind, he is in dust smoke. So his attack is going to be nerfed, 25%. An animal is using the jacked elixir, so no additional boost for the animal. All right, so normally his attack would have gotten blue, blue, red. But he's going to get blue, blue, and because he's standing in the dust smoke, he only gets 75% of the red. So the red is still standing. 25% of that block is still up, animal. Gemstone, you're up. I'll get your health total once it resolves. We got Gemstone, we got Will, and we got Shaman Sheila. All right, Jim is going to play Seal and Thrill. Arc Spark Benny. To Craven's Pet. And Red Glob Doom. Craven. Arc Spark Benny. Not huge amounts of damage, but it will stay there every turn. Your boss was at 64. I'm sorry. Your boss was at 69. Arc Spark Benny. It's going to take it down to 55. Red Glob from Jim's Doom. Going to do a lot more. It is thrilled and not F4, F5, or S6. That's a little bit your saving grace. But I will tell you, there are several super weapons in the game, and this is a pretty good one. %39 damage. Craven liked. Taking your boss from 55 down to 16. Gemstone with huge damage. Arc Spark, Thrill Smoke, Red Glob Doom. Big hit. All right, let's get Will the Bill. Will, you're up. We got Will and we got Shaman Sheila. If you're just tuning in, even though it says Vox on the scorecard, my bad, it's Sly. Sly has one flag. They have a wall lead, and they're trying to cap a couple more. Sly running out to a pretty good lead early on in the match. Will sending the backup in. I like it. Putting the pressure on. Will's got Craven's back. So now they got two bosses over there. Will putting a seal back on Joe. And he's going to slide on over here to Dow's zone. What's up, Dow? All right, Will making big moves there. Y'all forgot about Dre, didn't you? Will playing the max seal on Joe, sending a boss there as backup, and infiltrating the defensive zone. All right, Shaman Sheila, you're up. Final move of round number 3, and then we get one more round until halftime. Really good stuff in this match. As I said, Sly with a pretty good lead, but Ark's got Jim back. They got the regular team back. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up. All right, Beasley playing Benny. All right, Beasley's going to play Unholy Smoke. She wants to get rid of that vile smoke. Who could blame her? We're going to remove that. Benny to Craven's boss. Craven, Benny takes your boss down to 6. But it does have 2 Bennies on it. So Jim's Benny is in play. Sheila's Benny's in play. Craven's boss is at 6. That's why Will played the backup. Beasley drops the Unholy, and she wants to Blue Spark V-Day Crush to the wall. Again, very good moves here. Black, green, green, and Beasley is insane, by the way. Blue. Black, green, green, and blue for the Shaman. All right, everybody, that is the end of round number 3. This is the final round in the first half. So let's go on over to Tiny. We will skip Tiny because he's busy taking care of some flag business, and he will cap next turn as soon as we get back from halftime, if he's not destroyed, which is not very likely because Tiny's awesome. And let's go over to Julia. Julia, you're up. So we go Julia, then we go Craven, then Dow, Dimes, Valar, Animal. And Animal, I owe you 10 points of health from your heal and seal, so you're actually at 51. It did resolve. You mean, will it cap this turn? Is that your question? If your question is, will it cap? It won't cap until next round, which is turn 5. Craven's boss would cap turn 5. Tiny would cap turn 5. Will would cap turn 5 if Craven doesn't cap. Nothing is capping this turn. I can't tell you what you need to do. I can just tell you when it's going to cap. Do we have a turn? A move? All right, we're going to go into extended time. I need a turn, Julia. 5 seconds. S6 crush loaded to the wall. All right, that is Julia's rage. No rage for Julia. All right. Team Sly. Good, no good. You got Insane Julia, S6 loaded to the wall. Julia does not have Benny out. So Jim has Benny out and Sheila has Benny out. So will one of those Bennies kill your boss? Yes. But apparently they wanted to leave it up, which is very smart, to keep you from playing a pet. I like the move personally. Craven Light's going to go red-blue. And that is going to get rid of Julia's seal. So red-blue will break Julia's seal. And they prevent the damage. 1 blue remaining for Team Sly. All right. Craven, you're up. And as stated, they chose not to kill your boss, to lock you down a little bit longer. We have Craven and we have Dow. Then Dimes. Then Villar. Then the Animal. All right, Craven, your move. All right, he's going to play Pet Repel. And Max Nerf Arrow to Villar. Team Arc, let it hit or stop it. All right, Julia's going to play Red Psycho. If you guys don't know what a Nerf Arrow does, a person gets to choose pet, damage, regular damage, smoke, or potions, and they're less effective for the rest of the match. All right, Julia's going to play Red Psycho. But pretty powerful arrow. They're not going to let it go through. So Craven Light, you take 10 points of damage. You're down to 90 from that Red Psycho. So Nerf Arrow doesn't hit. Pet Repel does. Dow, you're up. Your final move of the first half. Dow, at the beginning of your turn, your Vile Smoke hits Animal, breaks his seal. Animal, you're at 51 and no longer sealed. Dow, Dimes, Villar, Joe, Gemstone. All right, Dow's going to play Grizz to Will. Will, he's going to send you back over to the other side of the map. And Will, I got you sitting at 74. After the Grizz attack. Dow's going to play a little bit of Pet Repel. Trying to get Will out of that zone. By the way, Sly did prevent 25 points of defensive last turn. So great job to Sly getting on the board with a little extra defense. And Dow's going to shoot Vega to Animal. And Dow is not insane. He's got the Element Elixir. Joe, Dow's going to take you from 51 down to 30. 51 down to 30. Also going to take your base from 108 down to 88. Joe, you're at 30 and 88. All right, so I'm going to take 10 points from Team Arc. 1, Vile hit Joe. And number 2, Dow, your captain submitted Element Elixir. So we're going to remove 10 points from Team Arc. For delay a game, so I had to go back and refer to that. But your pregame buff submitted was Dow Element Elixir. So you guys might want to iron that out, Dow. All right, back to the game. Dow played Grizz on Will. And I'm assuming you're going to use, now are you using a legendary activation impaler? It's a lot of stuff there. All right, so let me resolve the legendary impaler. Dimes, your seal's broken. Tiny, your seal is broken. Animal, Will, and Craven Light, you're all going to take AP damage. So we're taking 5 points from each one of you guys from your base. So So, Craven, you were well buffed. I got you down to 125 base. You're in pretty good shape. Will, I got you down to 119 base. You're in pretty good shape. Animal, that Impaler is going to take you down to 83. All right, so at the end of Dow's turn, do you guys see where chiming in with moves makes us lose anywhere between 8 and 10 minutes before we get to the next move, and why we have delay of games? All right, so we're going to go to dimes. Tiny is at 100%. Craven is at 90. Dimes is 100. Joe is at 30 and 83. Will is at 74 and 119. Julia 100%. Dow 100%. Valar is at 80%. Jim 100%. And Sheila is at 90%. Dimes, it's your turn. At the beginning of Dime's turn, Rod is going to run over and take a red block. Move over to Joe, drop a heel smoke. All right. Okay, so let me resolve this. Dimes is going to move over to Joe, drop the heel smoke. Valar's going to play Phantom Cape. Good move, Valar. To get rid of the heel smoke. Dimes is going to take points from the Vile Smoke, dropping her down to 90. Her attack is also going to be nerfed 25%. So she's going Chief loaded to the wall, but she's also in the Dust Smoke. Now, luckily, that was a wall that was only at 25%. So, Dimes, you are still going to finish this wall. And you are going to do damage to the next wall. All right, Valar, at the beginning of your turn, your pet, your Benny, is going to attack Craven Light's boss and kill Craven Light's boss. So your Benny goes out of play, and Jim's Benny goes out of play because it has no target. And it's your move. We have Valar. We have Animal at 30%. We have Jim, we have Will, and we have Beasley. All right, Villar is going to play boss. Look at this. Villar sneaking boss in there. She's also going to play heal and seal. And Arc Spark V-Day loaded. Villar's insane, and she is going to deal some damage. Blue, blue. The extra Arc Spark's not going to do it, Villar. You take down about 2/3 of that red block. She had no additional potion, no additional boost. She does get boss in play. Turn 4, it'll cap on turn 6. All right, Joe, you're up. The animal, still up, still holding on. Animal. He's like, you know what? We're getting it one way or the other. They went boss after boss after boss. Joe sending a boss over. We had Craven. We have Will. Now we have the animal. Might be the first time we've had this many bosses at one flag. Animal's going to drop Unholy. Unholy will get rid of Dow's Vile Smoke. And the Dust Smoke. And he's going F5 Christmas Cheer to the wall. All right, we are going to let it resolve. Animal F5 Christmas Cheer to the wall. There was no stoppage by Team Arc. Double red for the animal. Good job, Joe. Take that wall down. We're going to rebuild it. Second block for Team Sly. All right, Gemstone, you're up. We have Gemstone, Will, and Beasley, and then we go to halftime. All right, Red Rudy. Oh, hell. I don't know how to process all of this. All right. Dust smoke to the defensive zone. We'll do that. Red Rudy, S6 Red Glob, Doom to Joe. I don't know. However you slice this, the animal's dead. Joe was at 30, and he's took a lot of damage. Gemstone getting the first kill of the night. Amy goes back in to the bomber position, but she would have been back in anyway. All right, Gemstone with the pet. She uses her rage, so no more rage for Gem. Using the S6. And it was a lot of overkill, by the way. That's a lot of damage from her Doom with an S6. Will, you're up. Will and then Beasley. You can't throw a grenade and move, Will. You either attack or move. But you can't move after the attack. All right. Will's going to go Blue Spark, V-Day Crush to the wall. All right. So Will's going to attack the wall. Team Arc, let it hit. Up to you. You can let me know, and then we'll go to Shaman Sheila. All right, we are going to let it hit. Will is assaulting, assault elixir. Blue Spark. You know what? The Blue Spark does it. Good hit, Will. Black, green, green, and blue. The combination of assault with the Blue Spark gets you that extra blue block. All right, and the final turn of the first half is going to be Shaman Sheila. Sheila, what do you got in store here? All right. Omega to Will. Omega will not hit the wall because it'll be halftime. So Will's going to take kind of some token damage. It won't matter because it'll reset. Vile Smoke to the bomber area is important. So that actually is a pretty good move because you're going to break Dimes' seal. And F5, Chief loaded to the wall. Team Sly, let it hit before we go to halftime, or stop it. All right, we'll let it hit. Halftime, everybody. Double red for the Shaman. She went straight F5. Boom and boom. Arc working on their second wall. Sly already finishing 2 walls. Nice wall lead. All right, it's halftime. We are going to cap some bosses this next turn. Let's get the next round of substitutes in. So I'm going to start out with the home team. Deadly Dimes. Who are we bringing in round number 5? Reset everybody's health. Tiny is at 100%. Will's boss at 100%. Joe's boss at 100%. Looks likely one of those two is probably going to cap. Villar's boss is 100%. And Gemstone, let me know who we're bringing in. If we got Crazy L coming in, who Crystal's coming in for? All right, Ray's coming back in at Defender. Craven is coming in Rover for Dimes. Will staying at Rover. Amy at Bomber. And Tiny in the tank position. All right, so Ocean Man coming in. Craven Rover, Will Rover, Tiny, and Bones. All right, where's Crystal coming in? Crystal coming in for Beasley. All right, she's coming in defense. All right, gotcha. All right, good job, Shaman Sheila. Great work tonight. Crazy L coming in at defense. She's going to be chilling over here with Dow. All right, we're in the second half. Here's the order, everybody, so no one is confused. We have Tiny, then Julia, then Ray, then Dow, then Craven, then Villar, then Amy, then Jim, then Will, then Crazy L. Tiny, Julia, Ray, Dow, Craven, Valar, Amy, Jim, Will, and Crazy L. All right, let's get this second half underway. We've got, starting out, Tiny will cap Main Street. And he will go back into tank position. He is still sealed. And we get a second flag. Good job, Tiny. And we go over to Julia. Julia, your move. All right, Julia's going to play Seal and Thrill. Julia's going to summon Rod. And Crush loaded to the wall. All right, Julia has no additional rage. She does get a red block. And she gets a little bit of the next one. She's got the Seal and Thrill. So she gets the red block. She gets a little bit of the next one, but not enough to take it down. All right, let's go over to Ocean Man. Ocean Man back in the game. No buffs. Ocean Man heading to Main Street. Smart move. Ocean Man going to slide over and occupy Main Street. It's brilliant. All right, let's go over to Dow. I feel like they were sensing someone going to Main Street, so Ocean Man decided to slide on over. All right. Dow's going to contest it. We got a battle of Main Street, everybody. Here it goes. You got a warrior. And you got a pretty well-geared tank. So it could come down to Main Street, everybody. Ocean Man, 1 turn ahead of Dow. Both trying to cap on turn 5. Craven Light, you're up. Well, one thing, the more players that go to Main Street, this match will move pretty quick. Everybody go to Main Street. All right, Craven Light's doing a lot of stuff here. All right, he's going to move. He's going to play Gold Firefly to Gemstone. He does have it. I can confirm. He did upgrade it. And he's also going to activate Cosmic Heart to take out Gem's Judas. Now, doesn't mean she can't use another legendary, but she won't be using Judas. So Gem Judas is out of play. It's locked down for 2 turns. And he's been doing his homework. That is correct. And Craven, Gem was sealed. She sealed and thrilled last turn. So luckily, the Firefly just breaks her seal. Luckily for Gem, because that Gold Firefly could have been nuts. So Craven moves into defensive zone, breaks Gem's seal. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, it wasn't seal and thrill last turn. It was seal and thrill the turn prior to that. But yes, Gem was sealed. Craven breaks her seal, and he takes Judas out of the game with his Cosmic Heart. Good move, Craven. All right, Valar, you're up. We go to Valar. We got battles on Main Street. We got Joe and Will over on the other side. We got Valar. We got 3 bosses and 2 players trying to get flags. Will cap this turn, by the way. Will is the only one who will cap. The other ones will cap next turn and then the turn after. Woo, man, this is heating up. I knew this was going to be a good one. Sly with 2 flags. Arc with 1. Sly with the wall lead, but Arc with a kill. So pretty close. That killing blow at the end of the turn was big. Oh, heck. Gold Blaine going to Ocean Man. But the good news, Ray, it's not a portal, Villar. You don't get the double damage from Blaine. And Villar, what smoke are you using Unholy on? There is no smoke. No, that was Jim. Jim put the dust there on the other side. All right. So, Ray, you are taking a Gold Blaine, but it's not Gold Blaine Blaine. And what I mean by that, you're taking 18. Takes you down to 82. And D30 to the wall. Look at Amy. Amy's ready to go. Villar, D30 to the wall. She takes it down. Art getting their second wall. Catching up a little bit on the walls. Two walls to 2 walls. Sly with 2 flags. Arc with 1. Arc with a kill. Sly with none. Amy's going to summon Rod. All right, we'll wait. Let me get this Rod summoned. All right. Tiny's going to Phantom Cape the Vial. It's all good. We'll get rid of that. So Tiny uses Phantom Cape, gets rid of the Vial Smoke that would have hit Amy. Amy plays Rod. She's going to play Max Seal to Ocean Man. Very well done. And V-Crush loaded to the wall. And Jim is going to evoke it. All right, so Insane Amy getting ready to do some work here. V-Crush loaded to the wall. Amy would have gotten blue, blue, red because it's evoked. We're splitting half of it. So, Amy, you're only getting double blue. Jim's got one charge of evoke remaining. And Jim, you're up. We have Jim, Will, and then Crazy L. Got another good one tonight, everybody. All right. Jim is going to go Maverick to Ocean Man, and you guys know Maverick comes in, and its sonar attack melts the shield that's on Ocean Man. Then it hits him, taking him from 82 just down to 74. But she's also going Thrill Smoke Red Glob Doom. Now, this ain't a boss, this is a player. A decent, pretty good gear player. So the Thrill Smoke Red Glob Doom, not going to do anywhere near the damage you guys see on bosses. However, Ray, it is still a pretty good hit. Taking you from 74 down to 55. You still take 19. Ray sitting at 55. Will, you're up. And one thing you guys probably see is these super weapons obliterate bosses, obviously. And the better you're geared, the more hits you can take. I do know that Ray and Dimes have been working on his gear quite a bit lately. In the past, that might have been lights out for Ocean Man. Not anymore. Ray still holding tough at 55. We got Will and we got Crazy L. Been some really good moves tonight. Good strategies, good back and forth. All right. Will is going to slide on over to the DZ. And then he's going to play Grizz on Crazy L. Sneaky Will. Look at Will being sneaky. All right, so we're going to launch Crazy L to the other side. Crazy L taking 10. No worries. She won't take 10. I'm bringing her back. One second, though. Because this has happened before. So 1 second. All right, just want to make sure. I need to get the language on it. She absorbs the attack, so the effect does not happen. She's fine. So tank page 1, Will does avoid the Grizz damage. So Will is still in the DZ, but Crazy L is not launched. All right, Crazy L, finish out round number 5. And prior to Will's attack, hold on, leave your attack up. So prior to Will playing the Grizz, his boss did cap, which also means that Joe's boss fizzles and is out of play. So Team Sly picks up their 3rd flag, which is going to make Main Street all the more important. Three flags to 1. Ark does have the kill, so that is keeping them close. All right. Crazy L is going to max seal herself. Summon Rod. And she's going to go F5 Blanco to Ray. This, and I got to let it resolve, but I do want to tell you guys, this is where you want to use the standard ammo, because the F5 does not magnify the AP, and Blanco is AP damage. So Ocean Man was at 55. She does get the F5 standard damage, so she does do some damage, but not as much as that standard ammo would have done. Ray's at 136 base. So the Blanco, and he's got 15 mitigation. So Ray's only taken about 10 armor pen. He's still at 126 base. And that F5 only hits a small portion of her damage, which takes Ray from 55 down to 46. So he only takes 9. 9% damage. Ray at 46 and 126. All right, and that is the end of round number 5, everybody. It's all right. Hey, it's a good learning experience. I mean, everybody's got to learn. And she's getting good fast, so don't worry about her. We're going to move to round number 6. This is the last round of 5 players. No bosses. Wait a minute. No, Villar's boss is due to cap this turn, And Main Street will cap in turn 7 by someone, either Ray or Dow. So the only ball scheduled to cap this turn is Villar. So real quick, Villar is sealed. Julia sealed and pet repel. Crazy L is sealed. Tiny is sealed. No one else is sealed. Team Arc, 2 blues remaining. No psychos. Team Sly, 1 blue remaining. No psychos. All right, everybody. Good luck. Tiny, you kick us off. Tiny, Julia, Ray, Dow, Craven, Villar, Amy, Jim, Will, and Crazy Al. That sounds like some all-stars, doesn't it? That sounds like we're set up for a good finish. We saw a kill tonight. First time we've seen a kill in a while. Oops. Jumping the gun a little bit, huh? All right, Tiny, your move. 5 seconds. All right. Tiny's going to summon Rod. Max Seal Ray. They're sending another seal over to him. Good thing they saved those Max Seals. And Chief loaded to the wall. All right, we got wall damage coming in. From Tiny, let it hit. Good, no, yes. You got, and again, we're in the final stretch here. If you guys see it, you can respond to it as soon as it's typed. Otherwise, I'm going to say Chief loaded to the wall is going to resolve. Red block for Tiny. Take some of the next red block as well. Julia, you're up. Got to save it, guys. Save it for the next round. We've got Julia, you're up. Yep, we got it. All right, Julia, beginning of your turn. Rod is unfortunately going to go over and take the black block. But it is still points. All right, so she's going to drop Smoke to defender. So Craven, you're taking 10. You're still at 90. Not a big deal. Julia's going to activate Euclid and turn Dimes into Marty. Julia, Dimes isn't in the game. So you want to give me a valid target? Craven came in for Dimes. All right, Tiny. All right, she's going to turn Tiny into Marty. Now, when that resolves, Tiny is Marty. Tiny no longer controls his pet. Tiny loses Rod. Good move by Julia. Tiny becomes a puppet. Rod goes out of play. Red Blaze to Ray. Breaks Ray's seal. And Doom Red Glob to Ray. Again, they used their enrages early. So Ray, you got a Doom Red Glob coming after she breaks the seal. Taking Ray down to 26. Ray still holding on Main Street. But it's looking rough. All right. We skip Ray. And we go to Dow. We skip Dow. And we go to Dimes. Who's Marty? We skip Dimes. And we go to Valar. First time. No. Sorry. Dimes isn't in. We go to Craven. My bad. We skip Ray. We go to Dow. We skip Dow. We go to Craven. Calm down. Dimes, settle down. Jeez, you guys give me 5 seconds to correct my error before you start pounding on the keyboard. Craven, type your move in. You could have already typed your move in the time it took you to type it's Craven. So a 2-person skip. Do we have Craven? Craven, Valar, Bones, Jim. All right. Oh, man. That Marty would have been good to Craven, wouldn't it? But Craven gets his move in. Summon Misha. All right, so Craven, you're going to leave the DZ to go over and drop a heal and seal on Ocean Man, correct? All right. Craven's going to move over here. And he's going to drop a heal and seal. So both Craven and Ocean Man are surrounded in heal and seal smoke. He's going to play Misha to Crazy L. Going to break her seal. And also going to hit her. Which is going to take Crazy L down to 73. All right. Craven and Ocean Man surrounded by heal and seal smoke. Valar, it's your move. We got Valar, Bones, Jim, Will, and Crazy L, and then we go to the round of 4. At the beginning of Valar's turn, her boss caps. And that is a second flag. For Team Ark. Ark has 2 flags, 2 walls, 1 kill. Sly has 3 flags, 2 walls, no kills. All right. Craven Light and Ocean Man both get the heal and the seal. Ray was at 26. Ray's back up to 36. And sealed at the start of the turn. Craven Light, you were at 90. You're back to 100. And sealed at the beginning of the turn. Because that was not dealt with. So Valar goes Gold Maverick. All right, so the Gold Maverick is going to remove Ray's seal again. It's also going to hit Ray. He was at 36. He's back down to 26 again. Seal is gone. Back down to 26 after the Gold Maverick. All right, Bones, you're up. Silver Spark D30 loaded to the wall from Villar while Bones is typing. Green, green, blue, and a little bit of the next blue, Villar. We'll retract it. Once we do damage resolution, when it's up there, you guys just type it. So retract it. You guys still have a blue remaining. Amy is going, what are we going to evoke? Jim's using her second evoke for what? And we have, all right, for the wall damage. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, let's resolve the damage on Crystal. She was at 73. And Amy's going to go Gold Rudy. That's going to take Crazy L from 73 down to 56. Big hit by Amy. Gold Rudy is a champ. Amy's going to go Seal and Thrill. Blue Spark, V-Day Crush loaded. Jim's going to prevent half of it. That was a damaged red wall. It would have taken down 2 red blocks. But Jim protects one of those blocks. Amy's still getting 1. Still 1 red block. No more charges of evoke. All right, Jim, you're up. And you are correct. Amy getting the red block from Rod, too. You can't throw a heal and seal. And you've used max seal. So you can, if you're going to use heal and seal, you have to be in her area. which is going to create a problem with your attacks. So if you move over there and drop heal and seal, you're either going to get, well, you can, but the movement is going to count as a half turn. So if you move, drop heal and seal, then you're only going to get the lance or the attack, one or the other. Because basically you'd be moving, dropping a seal. All right, so you're going to go Gold Lance and Bloodlust with a Doom. All right. Well, I got to tell you guys, Ocean Man led a valiant effort, but he ain't surviving a Gold Lance and a red Glob Doom. Ray was at 26. The Gold Lance. Well, I don't think you guys got anything for it. I don't think there's any defensive instances that haven't been used. Tiny's used Tank Page 1. Amy has used Medic. They've used 2 charges of Evoke. Will used the eye ring earlier. They're both going to hit. Gold Lance going to take Ray down to 9. And the red Doom is going to do more than 9 points of damage. Ocean Man heading out. Dimes. I guess if there is some saving grace, Dimes does get put in the defensive area to replace Ray. So second kill for Team Arc. Second skull. All right, Will, you're up. We have Will and then Crazy L. I mean, this is going down to the wire. We got a lot of game left. Sly with 3 flags. Arc with 2 flags. Arc with a couple of kills. Sly with the wall lead. It's going to get interesting. All right. Will bringing in 2 big attacks. Red Rudy. All right. Will playing Red Rudy. F5 Rival Saver Vega. And Vile Smoke. Vile Smoke is going to hit Crazy L for 10 and take her down to 46. Red Rudy is going to hit her for 21 points of damage and take her down to 25%. F5 Rival Saber. I'm calculating, so hold up. $22 points of damage. Crazy L is sitting at 2. Will dealing 54 points of damage on the turn. Takes her down to 2. Crazy L, you're up. Wow. Will dealing every bit he could deal. Oh my goodness. Hell of an attack. 54 points of damage in a round. Just needed a little bit more help, Will. All right, Crazy L, Rod is going to take down a blue block. All right, Crazy L is going to go F4 D30 loaded. So she slides out of the DZ. And she's throwing a grenade at the wall. Any response from Team Sly? Since I cut you guys off the last time, I'll announce it this time. Will's going to blue it and stop the attack. All right. Sly did manage to capture 75 points from the DZ. Wow, this game is getting interesting. Crazy L sliding out of the DZ, getting them to use their final blue. And we're in the final round of 4. Starters come back in the game and do not go anywhere yet. This is anybody's match, this point. All right, Jim Stone heading over to the bench. Busy Bee coming back in. Crazy L heading over. Will, even though he's in the DZ, he gets the points, but he goes back to the bench. And the original starters, Tiny, Ray, Dimes, and Amy. Craven Light. Ocean Man. Comes back in the defensive position where he started, even though Dimes is already there. Tiny stays where he's at. And Amy is in position. All right, I have no idea what just happened. Crazy L almost died. She lived. Will stopped a wall. And who knows? I don't even know what the points are going to be. It's crazy. It's anybody's game at this point. Super, super close. 2 kills for Ark. Almost a kill for Sly. Sly has the wall lead. Dow's getting ready to cap. All right. Tiny, you're up. Tiny, get this madness going, man. Wow. You know what? Anybody can win this thing. You guys have a lot of fun here at the end. This feels like a tournament game. So much good gameplay tonight. Very impressed with all the players. And Team Ark, you have 2 blues remaining. So if they type it and you don't like it, I need you to respond. Team Sly, you have no blues, no psychos. I mean, could it come down to blues? Could it come down to defensive points? Could it come down to who caps? This has been a wacky game. Points from all over the place. Where you at, Tiny? All right. Arc Spark, Red Curtis to the wall. Chief loaded to the wall. Busy Bee is going to go red-blue. They have 1 red-blue remaining. Remember, no legendaries. But I do have to tell you guys something. That was a damaged wall. Remember, Amy's rod took out 1. Amy hit. Jim evoked it. It was half damage. And Dimes played a Red Curtis with an Arc Spark. She absolutely takes down that red block. Dimes played it safe. She knew the blue was coming. So she played Red Curtis with the Arc Spark on top of it. Third wall for Team Sly. Very well played, Dimes. And we're going to reset it. Every point counts. All right, Julia. And again, some of you guys played Savage 6, so you don't have rage potions at the end. But you can do that. All right, Julia's going to put Torment on Ray. Rage and Crush loaded to the wall. They can't do anything about it over on Team Sly. So Julia's attack is going to hit. Blue is easy, and she does get the red wall, red block as well. Good hit from Julia. All right, Ray. Julia put the Torment on you. Let's see what the Ocean Man has in store. We have Ocean Man, Dow, Dimes, Valar, Bones, and Busy. All right, Ray is going to slide down to here, rip off the Torment. And he's going to throw the grenade, and Valar's like, nope. Valar shutting it down, Ray. That is the final blue. No more blues remaining. But like Ray said, you know what? If you're going to go, you might as well go big at the end. There was no doubt he was going to make them use their blue right then and there. All right, we got Dow. Dow is capping. Now, call it luck. But Dow can't move this turn. But guess where he gets teleported back to? Back to the DZ. So that kind of worked out. Dow does get the third flag for Team Arc. That would have been huge if he would have started as a tank. He would have got teleported back to his tank area. That might have saved 75 points. All right, let's go to Dimes. Dimes, Dow doesn't get a turn. He did get a flag. Nobody has any blues. Nobody can stop anything. We got Dimes. We got Valar. We got Amy. We got Busy Bee. Again, no love for Red Nolan. Where are all the Red Nolans? We got to round 6 and everybody just forgot about my man. And wouldn't it be nice to have some Red Nolans right now when nobody has any blues? Right? There's some players wishing that they had dropped him last turn, I'm sure. All right, Dimes, where are you? Dimes, Villar, Bones, and Busy down to the final 4 moves. Do you want that move? That's the last move you had cut and pasted. Okay, gotcha. And Villar has dust smoke, by the way. Yep, gotcha. All right, 1 second. I'm checking something out real quick. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, just so you guys know, that rod is not up there. She didn't play rod. It got parked there. So let me move that so there's no confusion. I want to make sure we didn't miss it. She played Gold Blaine on Ray last turn, so I want to make sure. All right, so Dimes is going Arc Spark, Red Curtis to the wall, Chief loaded to the wall. Nothing can really be done about it. So let's get this Arc Spark, Red Curtis. Black block. And a little bit of the green block from the Arc Spark, Red Curtis. Chief loaded to the wall. Green, green, blue, blue. All right. Let's go over to Villar. And Villar, you have the dust smoke that Tiny cast on you last turn. So your attack is nerfed by 25%. Valar, Amy, and Busy, and we will crown a winner. And it is super, super close. I got you. That's a good move. So Valar is going to play Unholy Smoke. She didn't play the Unholy Smoke before. She thought there was a dust there, and it wasn't. So that's going to get rid of the Unholy Smoke. She plays Misha to get the F5 bonus for the V-Day loaded. So no nerf to her attack. F5, and that spells out, by my account, double red for Valar. And you were correct. Thank you, Amy. Absolutely, absolutely. Misha is a legendary. Can't get it, Valar. You only get the one red block. Good play, but you can't play the legend in the final turn. You know what, Dimes? I don't ever get mad about it if you're correct. It's when I have to scroll through stuff and you're incorrect. And I don't even get mad about it. I just penalize you 10 points. Easy. All right. Valar, one red block. Amy, finish it out. Final move of the match. Amy and then Busy Bee. All right, Arc Spark. Rage. V-Day loaded to the wall. Blue. Red. All right. Busy Bee, bring us home. And we will put a fork in it. This is the final move of the night. Nobody knows. Nobody knows it but me. Sorry, I just went bad Tony Rich on you guys. Rage, Blue Spark, Dynamite. Red block. Up. Red block, red block. Okay. Busy Bee finishing it up. We're going to go to the scorecard, everybody. Double red for Busy Bee. All right. Everybody, take a deep breath because you played your butts off. Nothing you can do at this point can change the outcome of the match. That was all decided during the gameplay. So at this point, before we calculate the scores, congratulate the other team. Tell everybody they did a great job because they worked just as hard as you did. As hard as you think you worked, the other team was right there with you. So they deserve a big, big shout out for playing their butts off. But now comes the fun part. And I have no idea, to be honest with you guys. It's really that interesting with the scoring. So let's start out with the flags. Flags, 3 flags to 3 flags. A lot of contesting, a lot of battling back and forth, a lot of stealing. So that would be 600 points to 600 points. Let's go to killing blows. Gemstone with 2 big kills tonight. Will almost got one. 300 points for Ark. No points for Sly. Wall damage. Both teams took down 3 full walls, which is 900 points for Ark. But Sly took down 3 walls and 150 points of the next wall. So 1,050. Defensive points. Ark defended their zone 4 out of 7 rounds. So 100 points for Ark. Sly defended theirs all 7. But they also got the 75.1 round, which was a 25-point difference. Which gives Sly a total of 250. Wait a minute. Hold on. $225. They gained 125 points. Ark had a 10-point delay of game. Ark's total $1,890. Sly's total $1,825. Ark, by virtue of the 2 killing blows, wins the match. Flags were even, 600 to 600. Wall damage tipped in the favor of Sly by 150. Defensive was an extra 125, which gave them a 225-point lead. 2 killing blows absorbed that, which gave Ark a 75-point lead, and then the minus 10-point delay of game taking off 1890 to 1825. Very, very good match. Sly will either dominate you or they will lose a close game. Wow, it was a good game. Probably one of my favorites. Wow. You know what? That's what it's all about, man. I mean, you lay it on the line, you get these epic matches, and everybody will go back and Monday morning quarterback. That's what we do. We look at it, it's like, hey, if we would have played this or that, one move here, one move there. But it really does come down to that. Good shift in strategy. We don't see a lot of kills, and I think Jim made some good plays to get those killing blows. Will did too, and Will realized it at the end, and he went over to hit Crystal. But think about it. You can always go back and say, well, if we would have did this, what if someone would have hit Crazy L a turn before Will got there? It's always what ifs, right? But then you look at the flip side. What if Julia would have used Marty on Craven Light? They would have skipped 3 turns. So there's always we could have did this, we could have did that. But what I'd like to focus on is some really, really good moves. Deadly Dimes playing Red Curtis on the wall at the end, that was nice. The rotation and Ocean Man going to Main Street. But it also came down, if you think about it, Ray's not tank geared. So part of the problem at the end is a warrior went to cap the flag and a tank went to cap the flag, and Sly didn't have any cooldowns left. They had no psychos. They had no preventions. So it was a good move by Ray, but at the same time, it also kind of hung him out to dry a little bit. So would Sly have been better served? You can't say it because they didn't know Dow was going to go in there. So I guess the question would be, should they not have went for the flag and just focused on the wall? But the one thing that did really jump out to me, though, is the lack of red Nolans in this game. And I think that made a big difference. So, if one team at the end drops a few red Nolans, if there's not any blitzes out there, but the cool thing about the game is there's always a way to battle your opponent and to come up with something. So tonight we saw Ark shift to a kill strategy and get away from the wall, right? They said, you know what? We're behind in the wall, but we can't get behind in the flags. We got to turn it around. And they did. At that point, should Sly have said, hey, we're going to let you have the flag, but we're going to focus our full attention on the wall. You got 2 people tied up that can't do anything. We're going to take our whole arsenal. We're just going to drop all these red Nolans, and person engaged in the flag can't play a blitz. So, yeah, I liked it. I thought this was one of the most cerebral games we played. So, my hat's off to you guys for really taking the game tonight to a different level. Hey, guess what? These two teams play again next Monday night. Who is excited to see Ark versus Sly next Monday night again? If you're excited and you can't wait to see it next week, give me a 999. It's about 12:30. We did run a little bit over, everybody. So, again, big shout out to you guys. And let's see. Let's see how it all goes down next week. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Let's throw one of our dance videos up. But first, how about a brief message from Father Ron?
Brothers and sisters of the Vox Vatican, there is evil in our lives. There are those who think they can come into our house, the house of the Lord, and steal our resources. There are those who come like a thief in the night and slither and slide their way in. There are those who think a mere march against our walls will lead them to success. But fear not, my brothers and sisters. The Lord has provided. The Lord is with us. He has given us a new recruit against our enemies. We have before us Brother Deacon Beach. With his might, we will smite our enemies and destroy them. The Lord himself says, vengeance is mine. But Vox says, V for vendetta. Behold, we are coming for you.
I love the Father Ron, but I got to tell you guys, when you have to take the rubber band off the mask and put it on, it minimizes the evil just a little bit. It's like, hold on, let me take this out of the package. Let me pull this rubber band, put it over the back of my head. But other than that, it was very evil. So Ron, thank you for that. All right, everybody, have a good time. Great match once again. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you Wednesday night. It's work day for me tomorrow.